Ladies and gentlemen, we are glad to get a chance to introduce our seismoelectricity survey in the Sageep 2021 system. We have developed a seismoelectricity survey system that includes instrument, data processing, and interpretation. Since 2011, we have done around 400 commercial seismoelectricity survey projects over the world that include groundwater, geothermal, and oil survey. So far, our penetration can get 4,000 meters. For the water survey, our success rate is around 90%. Good morning, everyone. You are welcome to the Seismoelectronics LLC. We are located in Houston, Texas, United States. We are a professional geophysical survey company specialized in the seismoelectricity. We manufacture the seismoelectric instrument. We have the field team to collect the data in the field. We also have the processing team to processing the seismoelectricity data and the seismic data. We have specialized geologists work on the interpretation of the seismoelectricity report. So far, we have done 400 commercial cases over the world. For the water survey, our success rate is 90%. Current geophysics survey has some limitation. For the seismic, they are not sensitive to the fluid. For the MT and the EM, their resolution is not good enough. Seismoelectric survey is use the seismic wave velocity to do the interpretation. It gets accuracy as same as the seismic, but also sensitive to the fluid. It also can get relative permeability of the reservoir. This presentation includes 5 parts. The first is introduction. Second is a theory of the seismoelectricity survey methods. Third is the seismoelectric survey workflow. The fourth is the success cases. And the last one is the summary. Seismoelectric is a new technology. It receives both seismic signal and seismoelectricity signal from the same seismic source. It detected groundwater and reservoir structure directly. It has a high accuracy, low cost, and simple operation and portability. The seismoelectricity interpretation is around 70% match well log. So far, the vertical penetration of seismoelectricity survey is around 4,000 meters. We have done around 400 commercial cases. For the water survey, our success rate is 90%. Now we have got 3 kinds of seismoelectric instrument. That is 4500, 4800, and 2500. And our seismoelectric technology has gotten both US patent and Chinese patent already. We have tried both buffalo gun seismic source and weight drop seismic source. We prefer the buffalo gun. It's easy to carry to anywhere. This is our seismoelectricity survey workflow. Next to the seismic source, we got 2 pairs of electrodes to receive the seismoelectricity signal. And in the one side of the seismic source, we got a couple of geophones. when the seismic source generated seismic wave, its propaganda to the aquifer and the reservoir generated a seismoelectricity signal and reflected seismic signal. We receive both of them, go back to do the processing and the interpretation. Someone asked me how can I get the seismoelectric signal from the 5,000 meters below the surface. I compared with the seismic survey to the seismoelectricity survey. For the seismic survey, they are double way, and for the seismoelectricity signal, we only get one way. For the seismic signal, they are the space from the seismic source to the last geophone is 5,000 meters. For the seismoelectricity signal, this space only 1 meter. I roughly estimated the ratio between the seismic to the seismoelectricity signal. That's cubic of 40,000 times. That make me get the 5,000 meter seismoelectricity signal from the surface. The seismoelectricity signal is the streaming potential in the chemical laboratory. It was discovered by the Helmholtz. He found there is glass of a tube when the full of the water. When the water is moving, it's the double layer between the water and the glass is disturbing the generated streaming potential. Here we call the seismoelectricity signal. I compare the Helmholtz equation with the seismic wave equation, get the seismoelectricity signal propagation equation, and made a numeric modeling. This numeric modeling matched the real data. Russian scientist Pakholnenko found the relationship between the streaming potential and the permeability. Later, American scientists used the laboratory testing proved her discovery is correct. Last 80 years, many scientists did research on the seismoelectric. Recently, they are published 3 of the book on the theory of the seismoelectrics. None of them get a commercial application. This is one seismoelectricity water survey compared with the well log. There is error, but we got the bottom and the top of the aquifer with the seismoelectricity survey. This is another geothermal survey for the Sinopec in the Freeport, Texas. We got the fracture of the geothermal resources, also compared our survey with the well log. Generally, 70% matched the well log. This is we did one water survey project in the Deer Dam, that's about north 100 miles from the Salt Lake City, Utah. In this area, they want to get 400 gallons per minute, but the drill well only get 40. We did a survey for them, told them where is the small fracture. Later they drilled to prove our survey is correct. It is another fracture water survey by the seismoelectricity survey in Leno, Texas. In that area, they only drill on the fracture you can get water. 5 meters away you will get a dry hole. This Blackjack Ranch, before we go there, they got 4 dry holes. We did a 2.5 day survey, they got water. This is another big project for the US Navy. Anthony, he has a drilling rig. Before he used our technology, he always got a dry hole. After he purchased one of our instruments, he drilled 300 wells in Haiti for the US Navy. All these 300 wells get water. He's very happy with our technology. We gave him a brand new instrument. After 3 years, that instrument looks ugly, but still working. Here is another success case with the water survey and in the reservoir structure. We detected water inside of the reservoir structure to deduce the reservoir. This is in the Edgeley oil field in Louisiana. The bottom is 5,000 feet. Our survey got the reservoir in the 7,000 feet. Later they drilled only 100 feet different from our survey. These are 3 oil projects with the seismoelectricity survey. 2 of them drilled prove our success. It is a gas distribution survey with the seismoelectric. We detected the aquifer. When they fall off the gas, the resistivity will be higher. Use that way, we get a distribution of the gas. It is the seismoelectricity survey with the seismic survey to detect oil in the Shengli oil field. We projected our seismoelectricity interpretation to the seismic profile, work as a well log. We call it the pseudo well log. Help them get the oil. It is an oil production evaluation survey with the seismoelectric in the North Sun, Texas. It is a relative permeability survey to evaluate the reservoir and to avoid the dry hole in Kazakhstan in 2015. In 2017 and 18, we did 5 geothermal survey in Japan. The complex volcanic geology in Japan make it very difficult to detect small fracture below the 1,000 to 2,000 meter. They tried all other geophysics survey, none of them work. Our seismoelectricity survey makes them get the hot water below the 1,000 meter. It is our first geothermal survey in Japan. That is in Takasago, Japan, and we got a crash zone below the 1,000 meter. Later they drilled, get it. It is the second geothermal survey project in Japan. That is in the Ibusuki, Keiyasu, Japan. In that small town, everywhere is hot water, but we did not find the industrial value overheat water for the electricity generation. It is our third geothermal survey project in Japan. That's in the Ibino, the trail area. We work on them. It's another geothermal survey in the Keiyasu, Japan. MT survey showed a fault, but our survey did not get any water inside of the fault. Around the east 100 meter, we found a very small fracture. We repeat almost 7-8 times. Most data repeatable. We are sure there is a good geothermal resources. Here we put all the seismoelectricity survey to the well log comparable from the Deer Dam, Utah, and Sanopek, Shengli oil field, North Sun, Kazakhstan, and Japan. All these things show the seismoelectricity survey roughly about 70% match well log. It is our client list. We served around 30 clients over the world. Seismoelectric method is a new ground floor surface survey technology. The seismoelectric interpretation demonstrates 70% matched well log. It is a lower cost and more efficient survey tools. So far, we have done 100 success commercial cases around the world. It's a power tool for the geologist and hydrologist. Thanks for everyone.